won't be activated until their right time. There's too much pressure on the children as it is these days.
That has something to do with 2012.
Yeah, but the 2012 is not to say one individual's time like mine, saying no offense to them, but basically it's coming to a, you know, it's just like the lotus flower. It's coming, the bud is opening, okay? And
a lot of people are going to come to awareness.
we hope they will, but it's all, again, up to the individual, don't you think? And it's all up to the, not only the individual to open, but be open to it. And next year will be a lot of confirmations about a lot of things that are happening. But again, the logics are going to fight it because it's not, I mean, you working as a, you know, you're a ton of scientists, right? I hate to say. If they don't see an equation there, they don't believe it. And even though they're high intuition, most of their calculations are made on intuition. But will they admit it? No. I bet you anything. I can signal each one of them.
Logically logical.
Yes, thank you. But they're intuitional, but they won't. What Carl Sagan was, he admitted it. I mean, there's a huge scientist that really was way ahead of his time. So basically, you have to trust yourself and know that things are going to manifest more rapidly next year because, again, fear is going to be the catalyst. And fear will break and open a lot of situations that we're going to be in not so good, you know, I can go month and month and month and tell you what's going to go on, but what's the use? People are going to be in fear and rejection of what I'm saying until it's happened. They'll say, oh God, yeah, it did happen. But I'll be about 5 months later, but they're going to be following on later only because they're too scared to realize that this is part of a change. It's not an Armageddon, it is not. But there are a lot of societies that are going to fold and renew in a different form. More earthquakes too, I'm afraid, because we are in a time of where the polar shifts are happening, and it's not going to be a light switch, you know, oh yeah, put the light switch on. That's why we are being, you know, you're feeling that shifting and the dizziness, because they can't increase our energy like that. It has to be in degrees, and that's why with the dimensions coming in, it has to shift on a different level. So that's why you're feeling dizzy. Okay, so with the polar shifts, it's going to happen for the next 60 years or so, that it's going to complete. It's not going to happen overnight. The Earth wouldn't survive, right? That's ridiculous. Only in Hollywood movies, overnight or in less than 2 hours. Only here. So anyway, basically, no, it's not going to happen that way. But there will be, I hate to say, that's why the tectonic plates are moving. We are in a terraformer shift as well. So it's a combination of not only terraformer, but also spiritual change. So no wonder we're getting hit, wham, bam. And of course, every time and did you know that in the Cretaceous period, that we had 7 minutes more time in a day than we do now? I'm not gonna, and in the book, you'll see it right at the end. Don't believe a word I'm saying. I want you to go check it. I don't care. You can't put a finger to me because I want you to check it. I've done my research, you do yours, and that's the only way you're going to believe it, right? So also, did you know that every single time, oh, by the way, we also have actually changed the rotation of the Earth because of the earthquake in Japan. It moved 13 feet towards America, right, the land mass. The Earth's axis has actually moved. It's moved more than that because every time there's a full moon, how much water is the Earth? It moves. So therefore it ellipses. It's not round, it pulls to the moon. So that body of water actually has moved the Earth's axis as well. So we aren't where we were a million years ago. So everything is a contributory factor to what's coming. And it's not just because of 2012. 2012 is just the start. It's not even the peak. All right, it is the start of the change. Not to worry anybody, you're all going to stay alive and everything else, but it's how you react to events, okay? Have I gone over? I'm upset.
What about the color? You said my color is...
Oh yeah, are we okay? You're at like 338, so you're good. Another 6 minutes. Are you sure? Yeah. Oh, okay. Quickly. Okay, the color candle. This is, I've seen miracles that I've never been able to explain, but it all happens. You ask for money or anything else, okay? So, who prays in the evening? Okay, no offense, but when you pray, you bring incredible energy, right? And it's marvelous. Then you go on sleep and you put it in a pillow. What I'm saying is pray in the morning, okay? So do it in the morning, and what happens is you light the candle. Everybody has a different color candle. So you light the candle and say, please get me anything you want. Money, love, whatever, you know? A new jacuzzi, okay? Whatever. But if you, excuse me, there are caveats to everything. And the first caveat is if you don't ask, you don't get. My mother passed over and she knows I love Lamborghinis, but as soon as she went over, let me go and get a Lamborghini. I wish she did. No, I didn't ask it, so she's not going to get me a Lamborghini. So anyway, basically, if you don't ask, you don't get. Okay? Second, sorry?
Will she get me one?
Ask your dad.
Yeah, it's not your dad, sorry.
Yeah. you don't know my mother. You don't want her on there. She's a very strong woman. So anyway, basically, second rule, okay, and the second caveat is if it's their time, not your time. Misty knows, right? Yeah. It's their time. Whether you think you know best, we're the ones who are worse. You know, we actually stand in our own way all the time. Okay, so it's in their time, not your time. Then there is the third rule. Oh God, hello. It just went on my head. Because I wasn't going to put it in, sorry. So basically, oh yeah, be careful what you ask for. Yeah. I am telling you, women have come up to me, oh yeah, I said, okay, well make a list of what you want in the guy that you want in your life. And she did it. She came back about 6 months later and she said, Darshini. I said, well, what are you back here for? You got the guy. Yeah, he was marvelous. You know, she had told me, well, she said, I can't stand him. He's too perfect. So, you know, be careful what you ask for. All right, be careful. Second rule. You don't need to do it, but I'd like you to say thank you, okay? If you're asking something, you should say it like that. Third rule is that it's not a rule, it's a thing to say. In the candle, and these are all on my YouTubes, okay? And if the candle, if the flame, the first time I ever did a mediumship demo was about in 2006, was here. And I had about 38 heads. My mother had passed away from cancer about 6 months before. And suddenly I found a red candle about this thin, and I saw 38 heads move right, and then suddenly I was wondering, why aren't they listening to me? The candle flame, and I got it on camera, was this high. So it was, if you see the candle go high, they're in the room. If you see it do a belly dance, they're in the room. They are communicating with you, all right? And they will say that, and if you ask your guide, then it's not just one, it's several, they will get what you need, okay? But there are more things on it, so I don't want to take the time. But basically, just trust and have faith, and you'll be in where your life is meant to be. Not fighting against the tide and saying, you know, this is the best way. You know, Mr. will tell you so. All right? So anyway, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Not scared you. Oh, wonderful. Thanks. So, I'll send you the YouTubes over there. And I'll be uploading this.
Thank you.
Yes, hi.